Hey guys, it's your boy DJ Spyda the down. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey,
I had to get it back. I had to get it back. It's your boy
do it.
DJ Spyda, and it's Thursday nights. Go with my brother, my co-host, my brother from another mother and island, DJ.
Trini D, they call me Trini D, and this is Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We out here working remote, you know what I'm saying? Coronavirus, COVID-19, we out here. How you feeling, bro?
Rona free. That's how I'm feeling.
You Corona free, I like that. I'm about to put that in my Tinder bio.
You're gonna get hits, bro. You're gonna get
Yeah,
hits.
for sure. How you been, brother? How's everything going during this quarantine, man?
Everything's going good. Like we were talking about work earlier. You know what I'm saying? How we're dealing. What are we expecting?
Yes.
And things are crazy. I want to send a shout out to everybody who's doing what they're supposed to do, working hard, whether they have work or they're struggling. I'm gonna send my hearts out to you. We were just talking about something crazy, but I don't want to get too far in your friend's business. But that's just insane about people losing jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
people losing jobs.
It's crazy, man. My boy, 6 months without work, and a lot of people are gone indefinitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm honestly, man, and I cannot stress this enough to you, bro. I have found a new level of humility, of humbleness, and gratefulness in this time, man, because I got a job. I'm still able to pay rent. My job is awesome, working from home, and I hate saying that because I know people are in horrible predicaments, but
Yeah.
I say that to say that I have found a new way to feel blessed and to feel appreciated. So like, yo, you just got to be grateful for wherever you are right now.
And I totally agree with that. Also, I don't know if you saw that Facebook clip of the girl talking about she don't want a man with a regular 9 to 5. She want a street dude. Bruh.
Okay, where he at right now? What he doing? Because you can't be in the
mean,
streets.
Can't be in the streets, A. And then if he doing door to door, he probably got that Rona. And
Oh,
C,
man.
if you got a man with a good job and he ain't on layoff, you good.
You good?
And plus, wait a minute, where your job, sis?
I think it's crazy because we are both DJs and all of our gigs have been canceled. You know what I mean? So like, everybody's affected by it, man. And I mean, don't bash on the 9 to 5s anymore. You know what I mean? When this quarantine's over and we come back from it, y'all can't bash on somebody making $30K a year because there was a point when $30K a year was better than nothing. So y'all can't bash on the 9 to 5s
now,
anymore.
it's better than
You feel
nothing.
me? Yeah, that 40 hours a week, that ain't sounding bad anymore, is it?
Nah, you're exactly right, bro. I'm really excited for what we got to talk about today.
Yeah.
First thing, I know you be hating on my man Drizzy, but you saw the new Tootsie Slide video.
Oh man, you say put your left foot in, you put your right foot out, and then you walk around the whole house in dim lights. That's what Drake said.
I mean, when your crib is that big, you can do what you want.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of just got mad. I'll admit that I was jealous, but like that's why he did it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh man, I got this big ass house, so I'm gonna just let everybody see it in this quarantine. It's kind of like Will Smith. So Will Smith just recently did a whole tweet where he was like, yo, I'm stuck in the garage, you know, I'm like quarantined in my house. And then somebody put like a drone helicopter footage of Will Smith's house. It's a freaking Neverland Ranch. So I'm like, of course you don't mind being quarantined in your goddamn amusement park.
You're right. I mean, if I'm the Fresh Prince and my house is quite big, I have plenty of rooms. He has his own movie theater, I'm sure. So
bro, he has the
up.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mansion and then the land around it. He literally has it. Like that's his house. But nah, Drizzy, he dropped a little video, a little cha-cha slide, you know what I'm saying? A little rendition of it. The world went crazy. Everybody's like, he can't miss, you know, and I'm just like, he just did.
I'm not too hot on
okay.
that, bro. I'm not too hot on that.
On what?
We know it's for TikTok. We just know it's a TikTok hustle.
Yeah, you know people gonna be doing the
Tootsie Slide, man.
Oh my god, I hate it, man. I hate it. I really hate when people tailor to it, you know, because before it was just like TikTok would take the SoundCloud kind of underground rap songs that said stuff like, you know, to the left, to the right, and actually made a dance out of it.
Yeah.
Now you got Drake, who's gonna be Drake culture vulture and capitalize on it, and every little TikTok influencer is gonna do the stupid dance while he's sipping on goddamn rosé in his mansion. But hey, man,
counting them streams. But I know, like we talked about the challenges. I know you've seen the Savage Challenge. I know you've seen. How are you feeling with this the quarantine TikTok movement? I mean, do you think it's creative? Do you think it's worthwhile?
You know, I knew it was gonna blow up, like for sure. And I think that TikTok, yo, they did great. You know, they became Vine #2. They held off for a while. They've been around for like, I want to say 4 years now, man. Think about that.
It was them, Musically, and Triller, right?
And Triller came a little later too. I think Musically was the first, and then TikTok came. But TikTok's came for 4 years. The last 2 years it's been bumping, but the last year, obviously, it's the biggest thing right now. So I think it's great because it's showing people staying at home. It's showing people using the stupid memes and like redubbing audio from another TikTok. Like, they make it easy for you to do it. You just literally have a library of all this stuff to add to your video. So I think it's really good, to be completely honest. I love where it's going. Side note, follow me on TikTok because your boy got 1/DJ Trini D. You know what I mean? Got to get my TikTok on.
Oh my God, look at this plug.
But I think it's great because it's really just shown. I miss Vine, first of all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, I'm not photogenic. I look better on video. You know what I mean? So I feel like TikTok was that coming back.
I'll
you know
let
what I mean?
you
There
get
was
it
no
off because you
there was no
getting it
video
off.
platform.
Getting it
Instagram
off
is
'cause you got
kind
the
of
full
like
beard.
it. You know what I
got the
mean?
full
I
beard.
ain't doing the quarantine thing like you, bruh. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it growing.
Okay, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Take your beard somewhere else.
But how you feel about the Drizzy and the TikTok and quarantine and everybody doing that?
I totally agree with you. I feel like anything that forces you to be in a box of a couple of seconds, like Vine did,
Yeah,
really exposes your quick creativity.
absolutely.
Because you got people doing the dubs of like audio, like you're saying, of movies. You got people doing like acting out little scenes. You got people doing like coming up with dances and all that stuff. So like you're saying, I feel like they changed the game again. Like
Yeah.
they are Vine. They are Vine 2.0. Let's not get it twisted. You're right.
For sure. But I will say it's not a great app. You know what I mean? Like when I look at it, and I've browsed through it and spent hours on it, because bro, what the hell else are you supposed to do in this quarantine? But I've watched it and I'm like, the amount of like repetitiveness on it, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a lot of crazy creativity. So there's a lot of the dances, that's literally 50%, you know, people reincarnating it. There's a lot of dubs, not just from dubbing movies or TV shows or songs, but dubbing previous TikToks or dubbing previous Vines. And I'm like, that's creative, but then after a while it's like you just kind of redoing part 2 of a very funny TikTok. And then I see a lot of just regular stuff, like people who will come up to a random stranger and be like, hey, can I take a picture of you? And then they show the picture how it actually looks like on a Nikon or like on a DSLR, and it just looks like a cool 10-second clip because they're just taking a photo, and then they show the photo, and I'm like, okay, you just took a photo of somebody and then just showed it to them. Like, that's what Instagram is for. Like, so that's my point. My face, exactly. Like, there's a lot of repetitiveness on it. So my point is, like, you're not missing out. If you're not on TikTok, you're not missing out. I promise you, you're not missing out on anything. It's just a 15-year-old app. But, and I mean 15-year-old person app. But I do think that right now in this quarantine, you know, nobody can do the Instagram pictures where you want a private jet. Nobody can do the Instagram pictures when you're looking at the coast of Morocco. Nobody could do that right now. So let's see how funny you is at home, especially with these challenges. You see Shaq doing the dances. You see Dwayne Wade having his family doing it. So I love it, man. It's bringing everybody together in a sense.
Yeah, I totally agree. But also, there's been a recent hashtag. We're gonna get into our previous conversation from the other day, but there's been a recent hashtag about like, of course, the race involvement when black TikTokers are getting their like not getting their credit, which has been a meme of not a meme but a totally true thing, like where fairer skinned TikTokers are recreating the videos.
Yeah, and there's another thing about it too, where they said there's a article about the algorithm of TikTok. So they're basically saying like, if you don't have a TikTok and you don't have any like people you follow, so it doesn't generate you know like people related. If you just go on TikTok and they show the most popular people, they tend to show the prettier looking people. So like somebody did like an article.
They have a whole
like,
algorithm?
Yeah, somebody did an article on how like there's no ugly person on like TikTok's main site if you don't have an account. But then once you start to like follow people, they start to bring it together. So they were like, who is really making the more important feeds? Because some of it isn't just the most played stuff. Some of it isn't just the hottest stuff. It's literally some of like good looking stuff. So I'll say that kind of matches in correlation with that. But I'll say this, bruh. What you just said, is that new?
No.
Exactly. So like when it comes to TikTok and you talking about light skinned people recreating things that dark skinned people did and it becoming more popular.
That's music.
It happened in food. It happened in music. It happened in movies. It happens in style.
To the world.
It happens in dance. Like I could say so many things that
happens
this has
to
been
your
an
country.
example of. So I mean, there's a word called gentrification. So my point is like, if y'all know that happens in society. Of course, it's happening in TikTok, man. Like, I bring this up all the time. My boy Aaron Gordon from the Orlando Magic, shout out to him, and my boy Derek Jones, who won the dunk contest of the 2020 NBA. But we ain't gonna go there. NBA's on pause right now, and I know you feel sour about it. But basically, Aaron Gordon, I talk about this all the time. He brought up some of the TikTok like most famous influencers while he did that dunk. Like, it was like 3 girls that were at the All-Star weekend, like TikTok dancers, right? And he brought them up to like do a dance or whatever while he did like one of his dunks. Yeah. And bruh, they look like the most awkwardest 20-year-old white girls you've ever seen. Like, girls that can't even dance. All they can do is a little, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you in the middle of a basketball court where NBA professional cheerleaders and dancers are, and you're just literally looking awkward doing this. And I blame that for Aaron Gordon for losing the dunk contest. But anyways, I digress. My point is, those were like, I legit, the 3 most famous people on TikTok look like straight out of Malibu, California. You know what I mean? So my point, I'm not surprised.
They also had the Renegade girl, right? She was there too. The girl who did the Renegade, who that was cool. I think I don't know where exactly where she's from. She made the dance pretty much for the K Camp video. So so it's kind of weird, the dichotomy. You're right. Like, it's just, we know that's gonna happen. Aaron Gordon, I expect better. Anyway,
he light skinned, bro. He's light skinned, so you can't really expect too much from AG.
You right. But we all know where you got your athleticism from. Let's be real.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. Them ups, we know.
We know where it came from.
It's one of those things to where I think the more we talk about and the awareness comes, they're gonna give more people the girl who actually made the Renegade Challenge. You know what I mean? They're gonna give them more shine. I saw one. I forgot who it was. I think it was Tinashe, right? Who was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking not just looks, but like dancing, like talented. Tinashe is bad. Yeah, I see your face. That's how I feel.
I have a girlfriend, but I'm dreaming.
She is like creme de la creme bad. Like, she is Megan Good 2005 bad. Like, she is. Ooh, Tinashe, holla at me. She did like her own TikTok dance to like one of the dances, and the instructions are simple. It's like put it out, put it in, or something like that.
Yeah. And
she's doing the most. She's like, you know what I'm saying, doing all that, and she's like, I want to see y'all recreate this now. And that's where I want to see the energy come from, you know what I mean? Because damn well these little white Malibu girls can't do it. And I'm not trying to bring race into it, but like, let's be real, that's the issue as to why these colored folks ain't getting the recognition for it. So let's not give it to the white folks, you know what I'm saying? Let's actually show people how this is where the challenge started, and this is where the real flavor is, and y'all can't do that.
Exactly. So when we get into that movement, I've been seeing people doing the challenges on Twitter where they're doing like pretty girl appreciation for like different professions. Like, they did the doctors one, I saw the crochet, and I saw the anime girls one. I was enjoying these. Like, ain't gonna lie, I got a little thirsty, but
oh my god.
But honestly, I feel like it's really interesting. I feel like everybody who's focusing on creating content during this quarantine time period is really going to come out the winner. Like, we're creating content, Spotify, iTunes, you know what I'm saying?
Apple
Google
Music.
Plus.
You know what I mean? We all up on there. You can hit us up on YouTube, Instagram as well. You can follow both of us because we're both creating content. I'm doing DJ live videos on my Instagram. My boy's doing music reviews on the YouTube. So I feel you. That's why I do not hate the TikTok. Like, this is the time to create. And especially if you weren't famous before, this is a great opportunity for you to just use your in-home skills to get famous. So a couple things are going on with content creating, man. A couple of our producers are having some great content, man. Producers in the quarantine have been having battles on IG Live, and I love every single minute of it, man. Tell them about these battles we've been having.
We've been having top A class, even though there's been some low tier producer battles, which I think nobody cares about. Top A class producer battles. The first one was Swizz Beatz versus the man himself, Timbo. So all I can say is that it started off. We gotta give credit to credit is due. We started the crap talking back and forth. Joe Budden nudged it a little bit.
Shout out.
What I'm also liking is that Swizz Beatz and Timberland are organizing everything else as well.
Yeah, they're like the head honchos behind it. Swizzy especially. So I really do love what they're doing with it.
Which you did mention previously when we talked. The Swizz Beatz did a Just Blaze battle last year, right?
Yeah. So this was basically, they did a battle a few years ago, but their battle came after the original Timbaland and Swizz Beatz battle. So this
Oh
actually
yeah.
happened after 2018 Summer Jam. There was a performance, and then both of them were like in the same area. So they're like,
Mhm.
"Yo, let's go on IG Live." It was on the same IG, and they're both just blasting hits from each other in the studio, and everybody's going crazy. So with the quarantine, this was them saying, "Let's have the official battle to start it off," and they've just been going hard since, man.
Yeah, and that battle went for 4 hours.
It's supposed to go for like an hour.
Exactly, that's insane. But that just lets you know how many hits these producers have, and I feel like it's very impressive because you sound like we were talking about how you forget.
Bro, let me
certain
not
songs.
go in my bag, bro. I've mentioned this. I bought Shock Value. I bought Swiss Beats' album, the one with Top Down and It's Me Snitches and Money in the Bank, and the Timbaland album with The Way I Are and Too Late to Apologize. You know what I mean? Like these guys, they got bags on hits. So to me, like those, I mean, I've literally bought their albums. So to me, those are like the GOATs now. When I was growing up, they were just the producers that were hot. Now to me, they are the GOATs. They're the Hoves, you know what I'm saying? Because they've worked with Hove. they're the, you know, kings of the game right now.
And I totally agree. I feel like also when you look at everything right now, like we talk about how they influenced us, you know, but they've also influenced the next couple battlers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hit Boy and Boy Wonder.
Oh man.
That was a really good battle for the young, like they're not really younger generation, but they're like our age.
Yeah, I would say like in the coming up their peak kind of prime, you know what I mean? Boy Wonder, for y'all don't know, of course Drake's producer, and Hit Boy is producer for hits, boy. Like he for real blew up with Niggas in Paris from Watch the Throne. You know, that was like the big track, which still today, if y'all don't get a chance, go listen to that beat. That beat is like
It's
insane to the fact that like you still play it at a club and people are like, yeah, it's all about so hard. Like, I'm sorry, that has to go down in like one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. I'm just be honest with you.
It has one of the best bounces, like
bro.
That bounce,
boom, 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 boom. And a lot of Hit Boy songs, he's kind of had that same kind of try to like emulate off of that character. So, yeah, they had a great battle, man. Boy Wonder, of course, dropped some new Drizzy, so everybody thought that he won because you know he had a little Drizzy snip. I don't think the Drizzy snippet was him doing the left foot in, right foot out, shake it all about, but it was something.
I'm mad you doing that shit.
Tell me it wasn't, bro. That's the only clip I saw. He's in a blue light room and he's just like,
Yo, he looks so weird dancing with the face mask on. Like he's like, okay, like it's so cool. I wish, you know what he should have done if I was him. I would have got to go back. Sorry, but I would have got like gave the song like to Chris Brown, a couple other like celebrity friends, and did it like they were making TikTok. They make them do it like they were doing a TikTok.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, okay, it would have inspired more TikToks off of that. That's what I would have done.
But Drake's all about himself. So whenever the promo is coming, he's not going to use TikTok. He's going to use him.
Bro, he could have got some money off that shit, honestly.
He got enough money, bro. You seen that house? But so besides Boy Wonder and Hit Boy, who else we had, man? We had a couple other battles as well.
Couple other battles. We did have who was after that? I can't remember who was after that.
So
wait. It was damn.
The Dream.
The Dream. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll say the Dream. Of course, Sean Garrett.
Yes.
So honestly, if you don't know, you better know the Dream. Wrote a lot for Beyonce. Who else did he write for? Carrie Hilson.
Oh my God, everybody. Like
Kelly Rowland.
Everybody, every single person. For those who really don't know, he went out with Christina Milian for a little bit. Okay, so that's how y'all can remember him.
Yeah,
the only one in the game to actually get that. But
why are you pulling my thirst card right now? You said Tinashe, said Christina.
Hey man, we quarantine, bro. I'm thirsty with you, dog. I'm out here sweating. But the Dream out of him and Sean Garrett, the Dream. Obviously, you should know him. He's an artist. You know what I mean? He's had hits. He's had really good songs. His vocal notes, man, that falsetto, incredible.
Insane.
He has a song called Falsetto. So, I loved it, man. I wish he was singing a little bit more and played some of his hits a little bit more. But they were just going in their bag too. And Sean Garrett, I'm talking about Mary J. Blige, Janet Jackson, Sierra, Usher, Destiny's Child. Like Sean Garrett is like your producer's producer. He's the back end producer that a lot of people really don't know about.
Well, I also say this: it's kind of to his detriment that he has beef with, not beef, but he's kind of put a stain on his own career by some of the shit he's done.
Yeah, he has.
So let's say if he didn't have those issues, we know he would be bigger because of the type of music he makes.
I agree.
Before we get into the most recent battle, what did you out of those three battles? Who did you feel really took the cake in each and every one?
To be honest, I probably gotta go with another battle that happened with Neo.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Neo because Neo and Jonta Austin actually went on.
Wait. Are you taking Neo out of that battle?
I'm being honest with you. Out of that battle, I'm taking Neo, boy. And the reason I love it is because he's the wild card. Out of all 6 of those people or 8 of those people, whatever, no one would expect Neo to be the one that could like actually go in his bag. But when he was dropping his hits, man, I was like, yo, like we know Hit Boy's hits, we know the Dreams hits, we know Swizzy and Tempo, obviously. But then you're like, dang, Neo, you wrote this, you did this. I was like, yo, like I love Neo's, man. Neo's to me, I rock with Neo.
Yeah, okay. Like you said, Jonta Austin is a legendary person.
Yeah, a legend.
And this is the best thing about it. Like, you can't just rely on the legendary aspect of your career to like save you. You know what I mean?
No.
I would have liked to see the matchup instead of been Neo and Jonta and of course the Dream versus Sean Garrett. I would have liked to see the Dream versus Neo.
That would have been great because they both sing. Oh,
they
man.
both sing.
I love that.
They both write female records from great perspectives.
And that's where I think for me, that's where I love Neo because anybody knows this. Like that's like Neo's number one known written song was he wrote Irreplaceable for Beyonce, and it was in the I think it was originally meant for like a guy, and then they switched it to a girl. So like just all of that around it is just genius. The fact that he did it, but then you're like, bro, like I'm talking like Hate That I Love You from Rihanna, freaking Flaws and All, If from Beyonce, like he's Spotlight for Jennifer Hudson, you know what I mean? Like, bruh,
He has credits, man.
When you have the fact that you can produce and write from the woman's point of view for some of the biggest woman songs in the world, you a real one, Neo. I love you. Keep wearing that hat though.
Yeah, let my man be bald for a second.
You remember in Stomp the Yard when he was the first time y'all see him ball and everybody in the theater was like, what? Oh my God. I knew he was in this movie, but I didn't. Oh my God. Nah, he rocks it though. I love him. I'm not even gonna hate. He rocks that ball head.
It's a pretty big milk dud, but we rock with it. You know what I mean? We rock with it.
But we did have a big producer battle recently, man. We had probably next to Swizzy and Timbo, the biggest matchup that you probably would have seen. So who do we hear, man? Who do we see?
We had in the left corner from Philadelphia with that cocaine snorting nose.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I brought it back.
I can't.
We had Scott Storch.
This is Storch,
the keyboard man.
Yes, Piano Man.
Piano Man was killing it. Then in the right corner from New Orleans.
Yeah.
504 boys. We need more boys.
Hot boys.
Yeah. We had Manny Fresh.
Go DJ. Yo,
that's my DJ.
That was, to me, it was kind of like a unprecedented because you got Scott Storch, who, if y'all don't know, Scott Storch is like the pop producer kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's always been the pop producer, and he's made hits. Manny Fresh has been Hot Boys, you know, South hip hop, you know what I'm saying, New Orleans hip hop. So very bouncy records, you know, like Bounce That Ass and all that stuff. But he's, you know, like when you think big timers, you know, when you think him and Birdman, you don't think that would match up against Scott Storch. But I really enjoyed the battle, like, to be completely honest.
Yeah. And like we did say, we were talking earlier that, you know, how if let's say Manny Fresh wouldn't have been held back as much by Cash Money, like within his contract there had to be something that held him to Cash Money.
Yeah, right? I agree.
Like you think about it, like you're like, is all the records that he had for just Cash Money alone? Like where is his
like,
Beyonce?
Like something's wrong with that, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like just nothing but Juvenile, nothing but Wayne, nothing but Juvenile, nothing but Wayne again, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So
and it's like,
I think it's just weird because we all know the Birdman stuff, man. We all seen him on Breakfast Club. We all know Lil Wayne beef that he had, which to me, I still can't believe that beef is real, man. Like you grow up on Birdman and Wayne and that happens. It's crazy. So I agree. It looks like there was definitely a contract obligation where he's like, nah, you the New Orleans producer, you know, respect.
It had to be, because, you know, I think if he would have had that opportunity to go, because I think not even go, just be a part of other people's records.
Yeah.
I think Bad Boy South could have been a bigger thing.
Ooh, man, he would have ran it. He would have been literally the lead AR, you know what I mean? Like he would have hands down been the person of it. I'm literally looking through his discography, man. Birdman's album, Big Timers, Juvenile, BG. Shout out to BG. More Hot Boys. You know, Boo and Gotti, Murphy Lee. Like it's all South.
He has to have at least one Master P record in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Okay, good.
Petey Pablo as well. But I guess, he did a little bit on Urban Legend. Literally all South people, man. Bun B, Chameleonaire. I think at the end of the day, though, because he produced all of the Carter,
Yeah.
I think minus like 3 tracks out of 25. So when you got Carter money, B,
You pretty good.
you good, bro. I'm being completely honest with you. Like, Kanye West got college dropout money, so he got his own money. You know what I'm saying? That's great. Top Dog got Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City money. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West also has some of Jay-Z's Blueprint money. You know what I mean? But
that was the first money.
yeah. So my point is, when you have your name on the biggest rappers' first albums or first breakout albums, you good. Yeah. So I don't think it was more so him being held back as much as we do know that it's a possibility. I think he was just like, bro, I did it. You know what I mean? Like, I put on for the biggest South rapper from New Orleans, so I'm being who I am. But I agree, man. Yo, imagine him with like a freaking Beyonce record or like somebody powerful, man. Even give him a Jennifer Hudson record with some bounce to it. Like, that would be hilarious, you know?
I even put it this way. The way the type of music he makes, he could have got a record with Sierra when she was first coming out.
Oh, that's perfect. A great example. I appreciate that. That's a perfect example.
That's perfect.
Straight out the South. Yeah, but she got caught up. But I'll say this, man. I'll say this because I was just going through her catalog and I was like, yo, Lose Control. I was like, yo, you killed the Sierra, but that
was all Jazzy Faye though, right?
Yeah, that was Jazzy Faye with Missy too. You know what I mean? So they were they're definitely on that club tip. They were completely different from the South bounce. However, though, now we talk about Manny Fresh, right?
Yeah.
My Coke boy Scott Storch, right? Since you said that's his name, and we don't want to shed light on this, we really don't want to make too much fun of this, but for people who don't know, he did have a drug problem a while ago. We will joke that that's why he completely wears sunglasses all the time. Never seen anybody that only wears sunglasses. Never seen anybody who I don't know what they look like under it. You know what I mean?
I swear. He pulled his glasses down. I'm like, that's the first time I've seen your eyes, fam.
I was like, put it back on, bro. Like, bro, Rick Ross, I seen without glasses. 2 Chainz, I seen without glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Storch, I don't want to. I'm good. But I joke all of this in all fun because, number one, I'm be real with you. He's not only like from Miami and like hosted in Miami, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 2, fun fact, Scott Storch went to my high school, Nova High School. Now, granted, he did not graduate. Yeah, exactly. He knew exactly where I was going with that. But if you go on his Wikipedia page, it says he attended freshman and sophomore year of Nova High School in Davie, Florida. So I gotta give a shout out, man. My high school doesn't have a lot of alums. I think the only other one is Jeff Garland. He's this big comedian dude. He's hilarious. But Scott Storch, like when you went to my school, graduated or not, bruh, I got so much respect for the dude. You know, making fun of him, I put all that aside. That's just jokes, bruh. Let me tell you, Baby Boy, Beyonce, Naughty Girl, Beyonce, Lean Back, Fat Joe, Candy Shop, Just a Little Bit by 50 Cent, Players Only by R. Kelly, Run It by Chris Brown, Turn It Up by Chameleonaire, Lighters Up by Lil' Kim, Lord Give Me a Sign by DMX, Make It Rain by Fat Joe, You Ain't Know by Birdman and Lil Wayne, Lock You Down by Maya, Shutterbug by Big Boy, Boom by Snoop Dogg. Like, my dude Scott Storch, Still Dre by Dre. He has hits. Like, you can't tell me no way, shape, or form Scott Storch ain't win that battle, bro. Scott Storch killed that battle.
He did. My thing is, I think it was a little closer. Than he did. He won. I have it scored 8, 7, and 5. 5 draws, but he won 8-7.
Okay.
That's why I think I had it written down somewhere. But I think what makes Scott Storch win that is simply the range,
the versatility, the diversity for sure, bro.
He covers too much. You know what I mean?
And I like, bruh, he started with the Roots. Those were literally like some of the first beats he produced from the Roots Organics album, from Do You Want More. Bruh, the Roots hip hop in 90s compared to Naughty Girl by Gwen Stefani and Eve, you know what I mean? Like, bro, the range that you can do when you can go from that, Excuse me, Let Me Blow Your Mind by Eve,
Yeah.
not Naughty Girl. But same thing, bro. That type of beat that you can go, bruh. I'm as a producer, I am baffled, flabbergasted, mind blown. Like that is, I don't know how you could have such range. And bro, I could keep going. Like
Yeah.
he touched on Cry Me a River with Timbo. He did Christina Aguilera's whole Stripped album. Like, bruh, I can go on Scott Storch. To me, he is by far one of the most underrated, not underpaid, because he's rich as hell, even though he lost some of it, but underrated producers for sure, bro.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think Scott Storch, because let's be real, he lost his money and he made it back again.
Hey, bruh, just from pure talent, you know? And that's why, like, yo, we can make fun of him all day, but, like, when you can do that, just being the producer that you are, bruh, you got it, bruh. You got it. I think what really did it for him, him and Timbaland did have beef back when I was like buying those albums. This was like 05, like 2010, around that. But Timbaland, like he said in his song, I think it's The Way I Are with Justin and Nelly. He was like, I'm a real producer, you just the piano man. And I was like, damn, Timbo. I was like, yo. So, but my point is, when you compare them, like, obviously as a producer, you respect Timbo because he can play drums, he can play guitar, he could kill it. Like, you've seen him in the studio. But when you just put their beats together, it doesn't matter if you're a piano man, bro. Like, especially in today's day and age, every producer is a freaking keyboard man because all they do is produce on their computer keyboard. So, or a mouse man, whatever it is. So my point is, I got a lot of respect for Scott Storch, bro. Not just because he went to Nova. I got a lot of respect for Scott Storch because he's the man, bro. He's for real the man.
Yeah, it's not easy being a producer that picks up, actually puts the beat together. I feel like plays it. That's why I would love to see Timbo versus Scott.
That to me, that's it. That's it's not gonna happen because they still got beef. But to me, the two dynamics of a range are equal. Yeah. You know, Timbo, oh my God, bro. Like the pop beats, the hip hop beats. I mean, just Justin Timberlake's career is all Timbaland. So my point is, like, I would love to see them go up against each other because those pop versus pops, boy, I'd be like, I don't know how to judge it, man. I have no idea how to judge it.
Okay, so in my mind, so let's go matchups, dream matchups. Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 of my dream matchups. I already gave you one.
Tell me that one. Okay.
Yeah. So number 2, I know this is never gonna happen.
Okay.
But Dr. Dre, I think will match up. Like, this is an alternative matchup. Dr. Dre with Swizz Beatz because they were both rappers. They're both producers like that.
Okay.
They're both very forward-facing. They help craft, like, of course, Aftermath crafted everything as far as Eminem and 50 Cent. Swizz Beatz has a lot to do with Dipset. You know what I'm saying? A lot to do with a couple other big artists. You know what I'm saying?
New York.
Yeah, definitely. My other one, just to hold it down for the South, I want Lex Luger.
Like it.
Versus Shorty Red on the track.
Shorty Red. That would be a good one. That's a trap.
The whole early trap movement is basically based off of those 2 guys.
I like that. All right. So I would go with, I do like the matchup we just said, Scott Storch and Timbaland, because I'm telling you that is my 2 favorites from like when I first started in the hip hop. That's one of my dream matchups. I would say I like Lex Luger, and I want to see Lex Luger versus Metro Boomin, because it's like the early 808s versus like the newer 808s. You know what I mean? Metro definitely took it and made it his whole sound. So for me, I would love to see both of those. That's like Gucci Mane versus like Travis Scott. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's where I would love to see it. I'm gonna give you 2 more because one of them is the one that Swizz Beatz and Timbaland are trying to push. All right, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that in 1 second. But before I get to that one, one of mine, man. This is just straight New York hip hop beats. I want to see Pete Rock and somebody like RZA. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, bruh, just straight boom bap New York lo-fi mono sounding beats, bruh. Both of those. First of all, Pete Rock's not like he has a produce for everybody type guy, but Pete Rock has just produced. Like you listen to produce like the old school hip hop beats, the jazz samples. That's all Pete Rock. So I just want to go like that. That to me, all these other producers are just famous producers battling. That right there is like a hip hop producer battle. So I would love, and RZA, bro, RZA, man, you know RZA's up for it. RZA's always up for that challenge. So I would love to see that, man. RZA and Pete Rock, or even like Jay Dilla in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like somebody from that hip hop era. But the other one that Swizz Beatz and Timbaland are trying to promote, they don't put up 2 posts today of a graphic of both of these producers looking at each other face to face. Timbaland and Swizz Beatz are trying to get Pharrell Williams versus Kanye West. Now that to me, best matchup I've ever heard in my life, bro. I'm sorry, best matchup I have ever heard in my life. They are so similar, bro. In terms of production, they are so similar. And I honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a producer, I might have to give that to Pharrell, and that's why I want to see it. Like I want to see Pharrell actually have more hits than like what Ye would have.
I'm putting that together in my head. Like I in my like when I come with these matchups, I'm thinking of like what would be the first move. What is their first move? But Pharrell, yeah, you're right. Pharrell and Kanye would be dope. And
it's perfect.
And you gotta, if you're gonna bring out like cheat codes like them, you gotta put cheat codes against each other. You can't. Yeah, that'll be great.
If I'm looking at Kanye West just from early 2000s, I'm not even gonna talk about any Jay-Z song because he's done damn near all the hits. 03 Bonnie and Clyde, freaking anything from Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, everything from Blueprint and Black Album. But I'm talking Stand Up by Ludacris, You Don't Know My Name, Alicia Keys, I Want You, Janet Jackson, Talk About Our Love, Brandy, Overnight Celebrity, Twista. You remember Brand New? You remember Dreams by The Game? You remember Go by Common? You remember Grammy Family by Khaled? You remember Heaven by John Legend? Swagger Like Us, Brooklyn Go Hard. That's a Jay-Z song, I lied. Driving Me Wild. You remember Find Your Love by Drake? Who produced that? Kanye. You know what I mean? Like so many hits in terms of hip hop. And then if you go to Pharrell from the early 2000s, I'm talking damn near anything Gwen Stefani did. So if you put in Holla Back Girl, he did that. He did the Rich Girl song, I'm pretty sure, with that as well. Earlier in the career, he did the Angel song with him, number 1 with Kanye West. That Girl with Snoop, remember that song? That Girl. Yeah. Can I Have It Like That with Gwen? The number 1 biggest song in 2013, he did Blurred Lines with Robin Thicke. You know what I mean? Like both of these guys have such poppin' hip hop hits, and then they're both their own artists. And like I just want to see them at the end just go from their own songs, from like Pharrell's In My Mind album and Kanye's like Graduation album, just so they could really go hard.
Yeah, I totally see the vision. I totally get it. Like honestly, when you look at those guys, like you said, they're totally art. They can go from their own catalog. They can pull hits. They can, you know what I'm saying? I want that type of competition where like, okay, what do you got? Oh, okay, let me pull. Yo, you got a Rihanna song? I got a Rihanna song too. You got a Beyonce song? I got a Beyonce song too. But like, is it realistic? Will Kanye West be?
That's the thing. It's not on Pharrell. I'll be honest with you. Pharrell would probably do it.
Yeah.
Is it on Kanye? And the thing is, it's not even because of his whole Jesus is King movement and Sunday service movement. I think, and I'll be real with you, as a Kanye stan, I think he's a little scared, bruh. I think from the bottom of my heart, I'm not trying to say this as a podcast instigator beef guy. We are a little bit, but I'm also saying this like, I think Kanye couldn't handle losing right now. Like I think if literally somebody like if Swizzy rated it based off the fans, I think Kanye would be like nah, my song's better.
Get the houseway movement.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like Kanye's gonna do it. But like
you can't say his beat was better than my houseway.
How you gonna say that number 1 was better than my song? I was on number 1. That's such a Kanye.
I am number 1.
I am number 1. So I don't think it's gonna happen. But the fact that Timbaland and Swizz Beatz, they posted a graphic of just like old school Kanye with the glasses facing this way, old school Pharrell facing this way, and I'm like, if it's in the last week of the quarantine, God, like I will cancel everything. I will call off work from home. I will literally watch this on the big screen and just like full blast, like
1 hour or 4 hours.
No, give it a whole day. Give it an 8-hour shift, bro. I'll be in the studio with him, man. Like I want to see it happen. We're putting it in the universe. That's what Swizzy said as well. But to me, I'll be real with you. That one next to the the RZA and Pete Rock one. That one's a dream come true for me, man. Like Neptunes and fucking good music. That's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely wanting to see. I think I'm glad like the northern rappers are actually like taking it. Northern producers, my apologies. Well, Timbaland's a southern producer, but
BA.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
I want more southern producers to get in with this. Like Mac, where's Jet? Where's Juicy J? Where's Mike Will Made It?
Absolutely.
Where is I want to say more names. TM88. You know what I'm saying? Where's Southside Beats? Like where are you?
Southside, yeah, for sure. Dude that does all the T Grizzlies beats, I forget his name too, but
I know what you're talking about. He's from Memphis too.
Yeah, he's straight south.
Starts with a T too.
Yeah, it's like a tip of my tongue. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I agree with you, man. They all need to just hop on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? Because y'all got hits. Y'all for real got hits. I mean, even like Mustard, bro. Like Mustard got to hop on that, bro. Mustard got hits.
Wait. Who you put up against Mustard? Because Mustard's a cheat code too.
Who I put up against Mustard?
He's a cheat code.
I mean, you know who I put up against Mustard? I put up Zaytoven against Mustard. Because I feel like they both got the club bangers. Nobody's doing the 100 BPM Mustard beats. Let's be real. So there's nobody you could go up against that. He's done every southern 100 BPM beat. You know what I'm saying? Thugger, T.I. But Zaytoven kind of has that similar feel where he's trying to get to the radio, but just through the 808s and the traps. But I think that would be a good matchup just because they both on the South, man. You know what I mean?
And Zaytoven's a piano man too.
Yeah,
so
like straight like ding ding. Oh, Take Keith is who we're talking about. Take Keith is
we knew
it was a T. Yeah. You had a T. But yeah, man, Take Keith need to be in there, bro. And honestly, bro, I'm looking through this list. There's so many producers that could be up in there, like South or not. You got Ninth Wonder that could be in there, man. Murder Beats that can be in there. No ID needs to be in this producer battle, bro. Yeah. Like there's so many.
And let's be real. You don't lose. There's no losing.
We said at the beginning of the show is content creation during the quarantine, and everybody's winning off of this, man. Like these dudes are getting 10,000 views on Instagram Live. I can't go on Instagram Live when there's a producer battle because I ain't getting nobody views, man. Whenever it's a battle with producers, or if it's Tory Lane's quarantine radio, I'm screwed, bro. Like I lost all my views.
Or DJ D Nice just
DJ D Nice just destroy the internet with a DJ set for what, like 12 hours? Michelle Obama just coming in like, hey, I endorse this DJ set.
Like I totally agree with you. Like I think honestly, it's interesting. Like we're saying, content creation is going to be ruling this quarantine time period, and like we're saying, artists are getting on it. Tory Lanez got on it.
Yeah, he's the best, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not even a huge Tory Lanez fan. Besides the singles,
Boosie's killing it.
Doing the twerking thing. You know what I mean? He's still living off the South. He's a Southern quarantine radio. Yeah. Tory Lanez is like the Northeast, and he's a Southern.
Put you on live for $1,000.
He's like, oh yeah, I want to see it. Like, oh, Boosie's so ratchet. I love it, man. Even though his words recently have been ignorant, I still love you, Boosie. You hilarious to me, dog.
Exactly. So like, as we're going through this, I think we need to both, like you're already doing your video on Instagram Live, your DJ and stuff. Make sure, tell them when they can tune into that, brother.
Please holla at me at DJ Trini D on Instagram. I am going IG Live. I'm trying to make a couple themes out of it, but basically Throwback Tuesday and Throwback Thursday are my themes. I did 2004, I did 2005, and I mean we got a long time for this quarantine. So if I could do 2 years every week, we'll probably catch right up by the time we out of quarantine at the end of May. So it's fun. Tune in, and I'm definitely doing some lo-fi mixes on Sundays as well. I might just hop on tonight on Friday, just to, you know what I'm saying, as long as quarantine radio ain't on, you know.
You gotta keep the elbows greased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I be getting nervous, bro. When I be running out of songs on live, I'm like, oh. Snap.
First off, we want to edit point that out because DJs never run out of songs.
We do. I'm just be real with y'all. We do. So that's why I'm like, let me get a set together. But yeah, holla at me, man. We definitely creating the content up here.
And I'll be definitely doing the music reviews. I got another music review coming on Saturday, and then so I'm recording both of them that night. I'll be also dropping one through the week, so I can definitely try to catch up to everything. By the way, Rod Wave's new album, Pray for Love.
Dope.
Has not disappointed yet.
Dope. Yeah, it's a good album. I've only heard it one, and it's dope. I saw a tweet that said like Rod Wave makes you mad about stuff that you forgot you're mad for, and I'm like, yeah, Yeah, that sound about right. That sound about right.
Yo, somebody said he's the hood. He's a male hood. Janae
Janae Aiko. Oh man, that's a good one right there. That's exactly right on the same par. Yeah, it's hilarious, man.
So definitely catch us up. We're going to be definitely putting on a lot of content. YouTube videos will be getting caught up soon, of course.
Hey, before you go, I got a question for you.
What's up?
How you feel about Drake's baby?
Okay.
I know I had to ask. Yeah.
I have nothing negative to say because he's a baby.
Yes.
Where that hair come from, fam?
So, you seen the pictures of him and
he looks like Drake, but the blonde hair's throwing me off.
You seen Drake's mom though, right? Because they've been throwing mad pictures of Drake's mom, and it looks exactly like her. Like,
okay.
The hair, the eyes, the skin complexion is Drake's mom. And I'm pretty sure that's how genetics work. I think you get it from your mother's genes. I don't know. I'm not a biologist, but I'll say this as a Drake slanderer, okay? I'll say this as a Drake slanderer.
I'm waiting.
I think the world needs to chill with Drake and his baby mama. I think the world needs to just take a step back. My man decided to post a picture of his kid, the first picture, in quarantine. And man, the internet has just destroyed the kid, man. And I feel so bad. Like,
no reason.
No reason, man. Like, I think Drake, he's been so transparent and honest. They've shown so many clips from him, from Elliot Wilson's show, from The Shop with LeBron James. And I've never watched those clips because I'm a Drake slanderer. But I watched the replays and I'm like, yo, he's been transparent the whole time. He talked about how when he first saw his kid, he had to get a DNA test. He talked about how the DNA test they had 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, exactly. So that's why he never announced it officially. And I'm like, okay, I kind of see why you wouldn't do it. And I kind of see why you get mad if a rapper announced that before you found out. You know what I mean? Like, I get all of that. But all that aside, my man is doing the best that he can be to be a father to a woman that, I'm not trying to be rude, he didn't intend on getting pregnant. So you're doing the best that you can do. Like, I was watching Quarantine Radio today, and he had Wiz Khalifa as a guest. Mm-hmm. And Amber Rose commented on the Instagram Live and was like, "Where's my baby?" Wink. She was being, funny about it. And he's like, "Oh, Amber is asking, where is your baby, Wiz?" And Wiz literally just turns to the side, and it's his kid. You know what I mean? It's Bash, yeah, Sebastian. So to me, and like they're going crazy, like, oh, Quarantine Radio. But to me, I love that because, Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa are the definition of parenting when you're not together. They are literally the best parent example, and I love it to the key. That's all Drake's trying to do. You know what I mean? And like, as a Drake slander, I'm gonna hate him for the music and for the ghostwriting and for everything he does to hip hop, this little cha-cha slide thing. But as a father, bruh, you're doing much more than some of these other dudes. There is a rapper right now that we mentioned that has like 8 to 10 kids, and I can't say the same about him. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So my point is to Drizzy, man, as much as I hate you, keep doing you, bro. I got nothing but love and respect for you, man. And that kid, he's adorable, man. Like, say what you want about him. He's adorable. Yeah,
the kid's a beautiful kid. I was just thrown off with the blonde hair. Like, you gave a good biological reason, honestly.
Yeah, no,
like,
for real.
But it's like, in my head, like, okay, it looks like Drake, but this blonde curly hair, what?
Like, y'all forget Drake has worked so hard to look like Drake. You know what I'm saying? When Drake came out into like, out of Degrassi, first year Young Money, he did not look like Drake. And then he's like, I got to get a trainer. I got to get a fake beard. I got to get some tattoos. And then everybody thinks he's supposed to look like this badass guy. And it's like, nah. He's still that Canadian guy. So
the Drake starter kit is going for $9.99. You know what I'm
saying? Shout out to him, man. I'm happy for his whole fam.
Definitely happy for him. Definitely, I'm actually happy of what we got going on recently.
Yeah.
With the internet. Definitely, the way everything is going on through the quarantine. I really think it's meant for us creators right now. So if you're being a creative, definitely keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So definitely, it's been another edition of Thursday Nights. Go on with my host, my brother from another island and another mother, DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D. This has been another edition of Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we'll be back soon.